This video will be an overview of the elements of art, shape, and form. We'll start with shape. Shape is 2D, also known as two-dimensional. It encloses area, which is flat. Shapes have length and width only. Those are the two dimensions, length and width, the two dimensions. They can be geometric, which means it's made by people, or organic, which means it's made in nature. We look at some examples here. These are geometric shapes. These are shapes that you need a tool, need a ruler, need something to trace to get each of these shapes exactly the same. So this would be geometric. Of course, there are exceptions, and in nature, there is something that looks very much like this. Like honeybees making honeycomb, they can make shapes that are very much like this. That's just one exception. But these we would call normally geometric shapes. These as well, these are more of the basic ones, triangle, square, circle, and so on. And so these are just some basic geometric shapes. Again, these are shapes that you need a tool like a ruler to get it perfectly measured, perfectly straight, or a compass to make a perfect circle, an oval. You need to have precise measurements to make sure it's equal on both sides. So again, these are shapes that you're not going to find in nature. Shapes that you will find in nature, such as these are specifically called freeform shapes, which are kind of like random blob shapes. Examples of these in nature might be like the shape of a puddle of water on the parking lot might be a shape like this. And here's some more specific organic shapes. Again, there's no third dimension to this. You can't see depth. It's just height, width, or length and width. And shapes can be different colors, but they're just one color, right? There's no variations in the color or the values for shapes. And for form is very similar, except we just add a third dimension. So 3D or three-dimensional, and it encloses volume. Forms have length and width and depth. Those are the three dimensions. Same thing here with the geometric and organic for shape and form. So if we look at some of these forms, here's a form that looks like it comes from nature. Maybe like part of a seashell, for example. We can see it has a height, top to bottom, width, left to right, depth from front to back. We can tell it's a form because of shading, because of the value differences. Here's a geometric form. So this is something that somebody made, a person made, to make it look three-dimensional. So a geometric form. This is a drawing of an organic form, like part of an animal skull. Organic form, something from nature, something that looks 3D. Same with this apple. It's from nature, it looks 3D because of the shading. It has some depth to it. Organic form. Geometric form again, something made by a person, and this also is an example of geometric forms.